If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. What's going on, guys? My name is Bones, and Cat Rob are with me. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
How's it going?
Not much. What's going on?
You know, it is actually going fantastic because The Leprechaun and Bride of Chucky are both on Netflix, so life is good for me.
Are they now?
Yep. Yep.
Just the original Leprechaun, or do they have like a bunch of them?
I think it's only the original Leprechaun. Child's Play, though, they have Child's Play 2, 3, Seed of Chucky for some reason, and Bride of Chucky.
Did they don't have the remake?
No.
I'm only interested in the remake.
We're what? How many seconds in, and you gotta piss me off intentionally? Why?
I don't know. It's fun.
It's all right. I got something to piss you guys off soon, so it's all good.
What?
Yeah.
What have I done?
Nothing yet.
You know what you did.
Yeah. I'm sure something's coming. But Kat, you said you wanted you had got something. What'd you get?
Oh, I got a coloring book. I got the Big Book of Final Girls. It is a coloring and activity book for adults based off of Final Girls and slasher movies.
That's awesome. Because, you know, you had mentioned it before the show, and I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to talk to, about it to everybody.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to because I have seen that it is a great stress reliever, and I've been wanting to try it, and that seems like it would be probably the best outlet for it would be something horror. I didn't even think about horror themed coloring.
Yeah. They've got a lot of really cool ones. I picked this one up off of Etsy. It just came in today, so I haven't done anything from it yet, but it looks like a lot of fun. They have like a matching Final Girls to their weapons activity and like a crossword and
Oh,
A
God.
crossword.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I suck at those.
Let's just cancel whatever we were going to do for this episode. Let's do the crossword. Come on, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You guys need to learn to deal with your stress the old-fashioned way like I do. You just push it all down and then pour a bunch of booze on top of it.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Yeah, like what do you think this show is?
We all literally were talking about what we're drinking and how drunk we're getting before we started this.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night.
Yeah, this is great. We're starting off hot. I just wanted to, real quick, before we really get going, guys. We've got a couple of really cool people on Twitter that have been listening to the show, new listeners to the show, which I love a lot. At Indian Sam, he's been interacting a lot and listening to the show. At J_Jinxter, he has been as well listening to the show. He actually said he found us recently and has been binging our stuff. He was also in our the watch party that I had tonight for Freddy. Which one did I do, Rob? Nightmare 3.
I think you
Dream
said
Warriors?
3.
Yeah. Dream Warriors. So, yeah, we've been getting, there's been a couple others on there, but I mean, I love getting new listeners because then they ask what to listen to and tell us what they like and all that shit. And it's just a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Wow.
Well, I love it when they tell me what they want to hear.
He said that very sarcastically, but I think he does. I think he likes knowing what he should not do.
Yeah.
So he can do it more.
These people with their, their stuff, Jinkster and all that, coming in here with their, what you should do? You know what you should do, Jinkster? Get your own podcast. Do it there.
Leave Jinkster alone.
Jinkster, this is an invitation to Rob's podcast network.
That's right, yeah. I do have a podcast network, Jinkster. We specialize in socks.
I hate talking about it now because, God damn it. I hate that there's a reality for this down the road, which everyone listening to this right now will find out sooner than later. And it pisses me the hell off.
I am so excited.
Great.
You guys have no idea.
This is probably going to get taken out of the show, but that whole thing that you brought up, fuck making money. You did that just for the sole purpose of being able to do these fucking stupid shows, didn't you?
Stupid shows?
Yes.
I take offense to that, sir.
Night
Your shows are going to be, hey, we'll do the D&D cat thing if you want.
Hey.
Okay, that does make things better. I'm not going to lie. If I could get just minutes at a time even. Her trying to teach you Dungeons. Oh, God. Okay.
I'm looking forward to the Slasher Radio cat D&D fact of the day.
Oh, God. And it'll probably be all after we record. Like, okay, these two are fucking stupid and this and that.
I do often wonder how often it is that you regret joining the show, Kat.
More often since we started the bracket.
Yeah, the bracket has not been a good team building exercise.
It hasn't been good for listener. Well, it has been good for engagement, but as far as our bond with our listeners has been terrible. I mean, the things that I got, okay, I'm gonna be nice. I have people on my Twitter who are asking me questions about this bracket because I'm guessing they just seen the image and did not listen to the show to hear anything of how anything got anywhere, and is asking me, how were they selected? Why didn't Jason make it to the end? Why didn't this one make it to the end? These should be here. These should be asking me all these questions, telling me all these things. Listen to the fucking show.
Get a job, you bum.
Yeah.
God. And one of them got an attitude with me. Because I said, I'm like, well, if you listen to week 1 of the Murder Madness bracket, we explain this and that. And like, I'm supposed to explain 3 fucking weeks of a show in a tweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you finally understand where I'm coming from with these fucking people.
I love them all, but that guy. Oh.
I will say, I'm looking forward to the bracket being over, and it's not even that I don't have fun doing the bracket, because I love getting drunk and being mad at you guys, but it's been stressful to be on Twitter since we started doing this, because there are people asking questions. There's been a lot of inter-team disputes about decisions.
You know what I find funny is I don't get any of this. Like, we do the bracket thing, and then I go throughout my week, and it's la-di-da, and then we come back and we do it again, and I hear you guys complaining about all this stuff on Twitter. None of it comes my way. I don't know why.
Kat, how the fuck did that happen?
I don't know.
How is Rob the one getting off out of all people?
Yeah.
I think maybe Rob's just so used to people being mad at him on Twitter that he's better at tuning it out.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
I will say I was on Twitter less this last week. It was better. I got on a little bit today and saw some of the stuff, but I had like a few days where I just didn't worry about people being agitated.
Well, I mean, we among everything you've mentioned, we've gotten threatened. People, they're making their own brackets.
Making their own brackets?
And naming it the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Oh yeah, I did see that. See that. That put a big smile on my face, Greg. Thank you for that.
That was what I came back into, was he took the time to write out like all the slots and everything, but then he wrote Lord Humphrey Cup at the top of it. And it was like, no.
I know. Like, and I didn't even notice that at first. And I was like, this guy really went out of his way to make a whole oh my God, the Lord Humphrey Cup.
No.
Yep. Big ups to Greg for that.
Well, speaking of Greg, guys, we do accept voicemails. So if you would like to leave a voicemail for the show,
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
you can do so. It could be anything horror related, anything related to the show. This goddamn bracket that we're almost done with, thank God. You can do that by calling 917-397-KILL. That's 917-397-5455. And this is the first time we've had a returning voicemail.
Is it Roger?
God, no, it's not Roger.
No. We need, also you can call that number, and I have a life coaching service. So if you want to leave a question, I can help you out with our life problems. And also I give out dating advice. So if you need, you have a question regarding that, I'll help you out.
I'm still single. Rob's been coaching me. I've been to several bus stations. Has not helped.
All right, you got to go at the right time. That's the problem. You got to go at the peak time.
Are you bringing your lawnmower 3.0?
And it also helps if you smell a bit like cheese.
Oh, God.
What?
This is the kind of advice you can get.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to smell a bit like cheese when you go to pick up a guy at the bus station.
Cheese does.
I don't know why, but it works.
I mean, cheese is a good. If I smell cheese, I'm a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a good point, Rob. I hate that. It's a good point.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think Axe body spray is coming out with a cheddar soon. So
I hate Axe body spray.
Well, I do too. I used to few years ago, I don't even remember how long ago now. I drove for Uber. Oh my God, I'd pick up these guys after a night at the bar and they'd stink of Axe body spray and just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No wonder you're going home alone, you idiot. You smell terrible.
My uncle, Stevie Juice, to long-term listeners of the show,
I got a small
still uses Axe body spray. I'm like, dude, what are you, a fucking kid in high school?
Stevie doesn't listen to the show, does he?
No, he don't listen to the show.
I was going to say, there's no way.
No. I could curse him out 3 ways from Sunday right now. He'll never know. Go fuck yourself, Stevie. By the way. But yeah, like any male out of high school should not be using Axe body spray. No.
It's terrible. It's just terrible. But if they do come out with a cheddar scent, then that will help you at the bus station.
Yeah, good to know.
So.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Guys, here's the voicemail for this week.
Hi, Mikey. Hi, Kat. I have a bone to pick with the two of you.
Hey, fuck you.
And I can't believe I'm going to say this because I'm going to agree with Rob. And I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Rob. But you guys
Smart
are
move.
so wrong. There is no way Candyman could beat Robert the Tire.
Oh,
Thank
come
you.
on.
Thank you.
First, Robert would just blow his head up.
Yep.
Secondly, even if Candyman were to put his hook in the tire, it's not like the tire's on a rim where you have to worry about air. It wouldn't deflate them. The bees would do absolutely nothing. The bees would not actually pierce the rubber of the tire.
Oh,
so
God damn it. That's a good
Robert
point.
wins. You guys are just biased because you don't like rubber, which is fine. You guys can be completely wrong about that. Okay. Goodbye. Camp Counselor Greg signing off.
You
Right.
made Greg,
Greg, you're a genius. Thanks.
you had so many good points on Twitter about some of the other brackets. I don't understand why this is the one you left a voicemail about because it's not a good take.
Yeah, it's an awesome take, Greg, and your stock is going way up in my mind. I will say, however, not saying hello to me is kind of rude.
I love how Rob said, hey, fuck you. And then Craig goes and says, I'm agreeing with Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how it starts with, I've got a bone to pick with the two of you, and Rob's offended that there isn't a bone being picked with him.
I know. Well, I want you guys to know, I was so annoyed with this whole bee thing that I actually sought out information from professionals. No bullshit.
God. Who, Stevie?
No, God, no.
I got a small
I went to beesource.com. It's a thread, a forum about bees. And
Of course it is.
it is. And I I vaguely explained the scenario.
Okay.
I didn't send you guys the links because I had to hear your response to this.
All right.
So,
All right, that's perfect.
I'll read you my initial post on these people who are serious about bees. Like most of their livelihood revolve around bees. Like this is real shit. And here I come. Hey everyone.
Dear bee experts.
I know. Hey everyone. This may seem like a strange question, and I must agree that it is. But it is something that I need answered, and I was hoping coming to the experts would get me that answer. Could enough bees actually deflate / pop a tire, a single tire with no rim, not attached to a vehicle? If a swarm of bees stinging and biting a lone tire, would it actually pop it? Why / why not? Thank you for entertaining my stupidity, as ridiculous as it sounds. Thank you for all the help as well. And they kept asking questions to the point where I had to bring up that it's about Robert the Tire from a movie called Rubber and Candyman.
Perfect.
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Well, I mean, they did ask for the link of to the show, so because I don't think they believed me. And shout out to Lemmy G from bsource.com, who is now listening to this show.
All right, yeah. Hey, Lemmy.
Thanks.
But there's a sad ending to this because they kind of said that the bees wouldn't do shit to the tire.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the bees...
You're damn right.
Again, I want to reiterate, the bees don't have to do anything to the tire. Candyman has a hook. The bees just have to be there.
But
it
you
takes,
can't...
what, like 5 hours for Robert to kill anything
You
telekinetically?
You can't pop a tire that has isn't on a rim. There's nothing inside of it. It's just a piece of rubber.
But you could pick it up and tear it apart.
No.
He can't vibrate anyone to death.
No. Candyman is dead. This whole thing's been a farce. We got to start over.
The bees just have to distract Robert the Tire.
And I think they're evil bees. No, Cat? I mean, they're from Candyman.
Oh, yeah. There's no way that...
There's no such thing as a good bee. Come on.
There's no way that a Candyman bee is, like...
Run-of-the-mill bee.
Yeah.
No, they're normal honeybees. Come on.
But either way...
Didn't you notice how many legs it had?
No. But either way, the point, Greg and Rob, me and Kat were trying to articulate that Robert the Tire isn't even on the level of Candyman, and the bees would be a better challenge to Robert, and Candyman wouldn't have to waste time. We could have just said Candyman, who does have supernatural strength, could look at that tire shaking, teleport away, teleport back, pick it up, rip it in half, and go about his day.
He's not going to notice the tire shaking, and then once he does, boom, head gone. No more Candyman.
We lost in this godforsaken fucking bracket. We've lost in round 1 the likes of Jaws, Leatherface, Jason fucking Voorhees. I don't even
that's you. That's on you guys, not me. I didn't vote Jason out.
Ghostface. All in round 1. We can't lose fucking Candyman. And not only that, I just truly don't believe, like, Candyman would... I'm going to have Tony Todd on this fucking show again. You know he liked that tweet, by the way.
Oh, did he?
He sure did.
Did he really?
Yep. I'm sure he was pissed.
Tony Todd, I'm sorry on behalf of Rob. Rob's not sorry.
No, look.
Don't apologize.
I have said this before. I love Tony Todd. I love Candyman. Robert the Tire would defeat him.
I'm glad
You're trying to tell me a tire can't take out an urban legend? Come on.
Yes.
Yes. That's all we've been trying to tell you. Greg.
He's a sentient tire. I mean, come on.
I can't believe we're having this fight again.
I know.
I can't either, to be honest with you.
You know, Kat, I truly think we should discuss banning Greg from the voicemail, because now you know what happened, guys. Greg has found an outlet to call in and just bitch at us whenever he feels like it. Like, that voicemail sounded like he truly just heard it and was so aggravated and beside himself he had to get it out.
Greg, you can call him whenever you want.
Oh, God.
You can call him 2-3 times a show. I don't care. As long as you got good takes like that. Come in here with some weak shit and you're out. But
like peanut butter and cheese.
Yeah. Don't. Let's stay away from food, Greg. Stay away from food.
I've never. Okay, Rob. We've seen the pizza from Greg. Well done steak with ketchup from Greg.
Which is also how Kat eats her steak. So
I don't eat it with ketchup.
okay.
See, that's the part that's weird to me. I don't understand the ketchup.
I don't either. And now we got the peanut butter and cheese. That's 3 strikes on food alone.
But yeah. That peanut butter and cheese thing is woo.
Ugh.
I never even heard of that.
No.
I mean, because I like you take a kid to get steak, a little kid, and they'll get it well done. You know.
They'll probably have it with ketchup.
Yeah, so that's like, all right, that's not out of the realm of possibility. But I ain't never heard of anybody eat peanut butter and cheese.
Did you see his defense for it too?
Yeah, something about milk.
Yeah, you drink. I don't have milk with peanut butter and jelly.
I don't drink milk at all. Milk is disgusting.
Oh, I like milk.
Of course you do.
For whole milk. Heard it's bad for you. I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't drink it. Nasty.
Well, Greg, it was great hearing from you. I mean, this show, we're doing brackets that get us yelled at on Twitter, and we're letting voicemails come. Like, what are we doing? We're asking for it.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Are we asking for it?
Wait, who are you implying is asking for it, Kat?
You two, I guess. The bracket was Mikey's idea, and you got offended when there wasn't a bone to pick with you.
The bracket was Rob's idea. The whole killer versus killer was my idea. Rob had to go and turn it into a hellacious bracket from hell.
Yeah. Well, it just made sense. How else would you award something as prestigious as the Lord Humphrey Cup?
And not fucking... I can't wait till it's done so I don't have to hear that anymore.
Well, until next year.
Oh, wonderful. Can we get into the news, please?
Yes.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius.
All right, guys. I'm starting it off hot. Would you guys agree that Bloody Disgusting is within the genre of, pretty high caliber source, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. There's an article on there. Bet you didn't see that coming. Why Scream 4 may be the best film of the franchise. I'm going to just leave it at that.
I saw that.
I
saw it on my Twitter feed. And I have the utmost respect for the writer of the article.
Is he just an intern there or what?
He doesn't have a picture on his...
Yeah, no, that's an intern.
Did you think of me, Kat?
I did. I was hoping that you hadn't seen it. I don't know why I thought there was like any kind of chance that you hadn't.
No.
But I had hoped.
What do you guys think of that?
But even you, Mike, aren't going to say it's the best in the franchise.
No, but it may be. It may be.
No. No. Stop the stupid train right now. No.
The article says it may be. It may not be the best.
It's clearly not the best. It's not even the second best.
I don't know.
I do want to say that there were a few lines in there that made me feel like maybe he didn't quite believe it either.
Oh, you actually read it? I didn't even read it. You read it? Wow.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I didn't even take the time to do that.
Well, of course.
Did he mention?
No.
Did he mention how hot Crazy Emma Roberts is?
No.
Oh, well, then never mind. I'm out.
There were just a lot of phrases like there was like, what was it? There was a line in there where it was like, it at least attempts to outdo the previous installations or whatever it was, and I was like, you can attempt to do anything you want, but
well, it did. It attempted it.
Well, you can attempt something, but that doesn't mean you've succeeded at it.
Well, that doesn't mean you failed either.
I
don't know.
Anyway, Brian Kuiper.
My name is Rocky Balboa.
I appreciate your take. I happen to slightly agree with you. I won't put it as the best, but, it's up there.
I disagree with you all the way around, Brian, and your reputation has been completely ruined in the industry. Good luck finding employment elsewhere, sir.
Fair enough. All right. What do we got up next? Okay. I think this is kind of like a given, but Leatherface, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, gets an R rating. It better.
What?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not... It'd be news if it got like PG.
I agree.
Right?
Like I said, it better.
Yeah. I mean, if you make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie and it gets a PG-13 rating, you fuck something up along the way. Yeah.
There's some... See, Rob, you did a PG thing on this Horror Life, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about PG-13 horror, yeah.
And it exists in a good way.
Yeah,
I don't... terrible.
I don't... Like, a lot of people will dismiss horror, PG-13 horror, like, out of hand. Like, if they see something's rated PG-13, they'll just be like, well, I'm not going to watch this. It's not going to be any good.
Right.
I think that's ridiculous because not a lot of times, sometimes it can be just as effective, if not more effective, than an R-rated horror movie because it leaves more to your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
But none of those PG-13 movies are Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right, yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though, that's not PG-13. No, it should never be.
No.
I will say, there are horror movies that are rated PG-13 that rate pretty highly for me, but yeah, I can't imagine.
Jaws is one of them, isn't it? Wasn't Jaws PG?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'll look it up. Yeah, PG-13.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Look at me knowing something.
Yeah. Happens every once in a while, I guess.
Broken clock is right twice a day. I'm just saying there's room for it, but like you guys said, not Texas Chainsaw. No, that'd be like Friday the 13th being fucking PG.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if you make a Friday the 13th movie and it's PG-13, you've screwed up again.
All right. I think I seen somewhere that they're just calling it Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere too, yeah.
Oh.
And I think it is if I'm not mistaken, it's one of these sequels that picks up right after the original movie, like they're discarding everything else.
I'm not mad at that.
No, it's fine. I mean, I like Texas Chainsaw too, but it's fine if they want to toss it out.
What the fuck? Hold on. One of Chris's tweets on Twitter got 1.8 thousand likes.
What?
How the fuck did he do that?
IR Chris? That Chris?
Yes.
No, what do you write?
Demonic Pain. I knew he sent something earlier that got a lot of interaction. It got 252 retweets and 1.8 thousand likes.
I will say that was one of the things I got. I almost engaged today. I've had like a full week of not engaging in any Twitter drama. And I saw in the writer's chat today that IR Chris had said that he had found the secret to Twitter was to post to the horny. And I almost engaged. I almost got after him because it's one of those like, are you saying that there's power to be found in manipulating the horny people? Because that's Pinhead's whole thing. But I didn't do it. I didn't turn it into a Hellraiser fight. But now I'm saying it.
Yeah. Now you made it worse.
Cat causing problems.
Now you made it worse.
It came up. I felt like I had to. Because he was on Twitter picking on me just like a couple weeks ago for this. For the whole boner power thing, and it's like,
What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not... Y'all need Jesus.
I believe you. Chris and boner, they go hand in hand. No pun. Wow, good job, Chris. Holy shit. All right.
But also don't judge Pinhead.
Well, that's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story, is to not judge Pinhead.
Fair enough. I don't know how we got there. All right, I'll take it, Cat. Next up, Gun Media, the creators of Friday the 13th the game, Layers of Fear 2. They had another game, Breach and Clear or something like that. I'm not too familiar. They are hiring a community. What is it? They're hiring a community manager, and I mean that's cool and all. Like, and to be honest, I considered applying, but it's an on-site thing, and they're located in Kentucky of all places. So obviously that didn't happen.
You don't want to move to Kentucky?
No, no, I will not. I do have a couple of people. Matt Shacha, who was on this show, is their leading community dev. I don't know if he's transitioning into something else. So, Matt, if you're listening to this, and you are, congratulations. But he had tweeted about this, and also Wes Keltner, who is one of the co-founders of Friday the 13th, the game, and I'd imagine pretty high up there on the Gun Media chain, who followed me on Twitter recently too. So thank you, Wes. He tweeted, and this is the interesting part. He said, "Want to work on something spooky together? Come join our team as we continue to push multiplayer horror games in new directions." I might be reading between lines here, but Matt had not hinted, but he had a very slight mention of things that they are working on, and obviously they're working on new things. There's Kane Hodder was doing something with them not too long ago, and it's like I feel like there's rumbles, and I think this is like gearing up for their new release, and I think it might be Texas Chainsaw related. I think we kind of talked about this before.
That'd be fun, maybe.
Yeah, I know you guys are not optimistic about gun stuff.
Well, I like Gun. I mean, I think they did a good job with the Friday the 13th game. I just wish that I had been able to play it without having to deal with other people.
Yeah, Gun Media, if you would like to hire me, I have some really great ideas for single-player options. I would like to work together on something spooky that I can play alone like a goblin person in my room. Right,
yeah. That's the whole point in playing video games, is not being around other people. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not crazy about that any game. Like, I just don't like to play online. I don't like the multiplayer thing, really. It's just not for me.
You had fun on Dead by Daylight that night.
Yeah, I mean, that one night it was fun. I haven't played it since.
Fair. I don't know. I definitely see room for both realms. As we've talked about, I enjoy online gaming. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there are times where I kind of just want to zone out and do my own thing. So I definitely see what you guys are talking about. Man, I am just, besides just really enjoying the game, just pure appreciation for, and this is my dig with Dead by Daylight. Not to go off on a tangent about it, but there's just no passion within these characters that we love so much, and the effort that Gunn put forth to make that game, the Friday the 13th, as authentic. I'm completely zoning on the word authentic as it is just mind blowing. And then you get games that Dead by Daylight come out and they get the license and they put the killer on screen or whoever it is, and that's it. That's as far as the authenticity goes. Nothing past that. So whatever they're doing, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, no, Friday the 13th is a beautiful game. They did a great job with it.
I liked Layers of Fear. It had a single player option, which is why I played Layers of Fear, but it was good. I liked it. I trust the company. I want to see more single player stuff.
Yeah, me too. And if we're bragging about things that are following us on Twitter, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Slacks the movie is now following me on Twitter.
I did see that.
Yes.
I followed those. They didn't follow me back.
No, Slacks.
Wow.
It's a hell. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie or not. It is a gem.
I think we should talk about Slacks when we finish the bracket. Have like a nice team building.
Oh yeah, I'll enjoy that.
I'm sure Mikey's gonna like it.
It's a great movie, Mikey. It's so good.
It's about a pair of pants.
A killer pair of pants, Mikey. A killer pair of pants. And it's more than just one pair.
Oh, spoiler alert. Wow, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good movie. And it's Canadian.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Well, you didn't need to tell him that part.
They're Canadian pants.
Let's do it right after the bracket so I can really enjoy the show. I'm having more and more fun every week.
Oh, somebody kill me, please!
Guys, everyone listen to the show. Can you feel my pain? I suffer every week. And it's just like nobody gives a fuck. You just go on Twitter and you mean to me and Pinhead this, Jason that, and Chucky and all this bullshit, and that's what I got. I mean, look what these two do to me. No respect.
Trying to get you to watch good movies?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you. Yeah. Slacks, Santa Jaws. I mean, come on.
You know
It's
what?
quality stuff.
Yeah, you guys are right. Let's do Slacks. And then, the week after that, we'll do Leprechaun.
Oh.
We'll do, wait, Leprechaun what?
In the Hood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I like that one.
I know you don't like that one.
I can't, because I like one of the Hood ones, but I don't remember. I think it's the second one.
It is the second. The second one was good. The first one. Cool. All right.
See, you don't even like it. Why are you being like this?
It's called revenge, damn it. I gotta fight back somehow on that.
It doesn't work if you're also inflicting this pain on yourself.
That little green bastard's my only way out. I swear to God.
I don't know if you know this, Mikey. I own Leprechaun socks.
Oh. Yeah, I read the article.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm all too aware. Well, speaking of things I can't stand, Dead by Daylight made a little noise over the past few days. The fuck is snapping here? Anyway, Resident Evil is going to be coming to Dead by Daylight. Their new licensed killer that is announced for this summer is Resident Evil related. They put out a trailer. It has like a little, I don't know what the hell the stupid thing is. It's like a key fob, keychain, whatever. I don't know. And it's the Resident Evil Umbrella Corp. And I don't know who it could be, but it's on Dead by Daylight, so I really don't give a shit who it is.
I know nothing about Resident Evil. I mean, nothing. I watched that first movie, and I hated it with a burning passion. It sucks. And that's all I know.
Huh. Well, Kat, how familiar are you with Resident Evil?
I played the first 2 games. I gave up on the 3rd game. People really tried to get me to play 4 because they're like, 4 is where it gets good. I think I've had this exact same complaint on the show, probably about Resident Evil. If it takes that many installations for something to get good, I'm not gonna do it. Like, and I didn't like the movies. Just, I'm not a huge fan, and people keep telling me, I hear it a lot about 4, and I hear it all the time about 7, where people are like, oh, but 7's so good. 7 is the kind of thing that you would like, and it's like, maybe 7 is the best video game in the world, but I'm not ever gonna know it, because if I can't make it through the first 6 games, I'm not gonna... I have to play things chronologically, and people know this about me, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, vaguely familiar, I guess, was the answer that you were looking for.
Yeah. Chris joined my watch party earlier, and we talked a little bit about it, and I can't remember a lot of the names he said. My guess would be Mr. X, who, as I haven't played a lot of the more recent games. I don't know which game he's from. I just know that on Resident Evil Resistance, I got trapped in a room with this son of a bitch, and he clapped my cheeks like I couldn't have met. So he's a big fucker in a trench coat, and that's all I know about him. I mean, I don't know. I just, we were talking about it with the whole gun media thing. There's no authenticity with Dead by Daylight. There's just not. They're going to put him on there, and he might get a map, maybe a survivor, whoopty, and that's it. They're going to make him as overpowered as they can. They have very little interest in any mechanics being fair, and that's all I have to say about it. I'm sure Rob can't wait to play it.
Oh, yeah. First day, I'll be there.
You know, it's just, it sucks because, like, Dead by Daylight, I mean, maybe it's because they set the bar so high. Like, they have Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Amanda from Saw, all these characters. And it's like their last big release was supposed to be this huge fucking deal, and it was Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, and now it's... And I was just saying a few days ago to a friend of mine, watch them team up with Resident Evil and have another womp 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 release. Here we are.
Okay, but if it's the sexy zombie lady, people are gonna play the like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hell, I might play it.
What, Rob? What if they put Emma Roberts as a survivor on this game?
Is it crazy Emma Roberts from Scream 4?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, I'm watching it. I'm playing it. Whatever.
I can picture Rob just loading into a match, just sitting, not even moving, just staring at the character.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so the last thing I wanted to mention, and this makes me so happy but so mad at the same time. The Disney Channel is remaking Under Wraps. Please tell me you guys have seen this movie.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh my god! Okay, it's one of the like Halloween Town. It's a kid Halloween movie, and it's about a mummy, and it's called Under Wraps. And these kids find a mummy, they try and hide it, and it's just a really fucking good movie. It was so big in my childhood, and they're remaking it.
Sounds like the perfect thing for Disney to remake, though.
Why?
Because it's about kids and a mummy. I mean, that's right up the Disney alley, right?
Doesn't have to be a remake. Make something different. It's theirs already.
It's Disney.
Yeah, I mean...
They're not going to make something new.
No. Have you not seen... They remade Lion King and Aladdin. They can remake Mummy Town or whatever the hell you said the thing
Under
was.
Wraps. I love this movie. Damn it. They're going to fuck it up. I know they're going to fuck it up, and I'm going to be beside myself if they fuck this up. I can't believe you guys never seen it.
No, I never...
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, me either.
If you guys get bored, check out Under Wraps. Like, it really is a cool movie. You're never going to watch it.
Probably not, but okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to watch some kids movie.
Yeah. Watch a movie about killer pants.
Yeah, that was a good one.
God. That's it for the news. This might have been the most frustrating news segment ever.
Well, what's so frustrating about it?
I don't know.
You're just mad because nobody had seen your underwear movie.
It's not an underwear movie.
It's an Under Wraps movie.
You know what? I'm going to start collecting underwear. See how you like it.
Kat's going to have to write an article about
it. Not it.
Oh, no, you know what? I'll fuck you both over and have Chris write it.
All right. You want to send Chris pictures of your underwear, you go right ahead.
That's fine.
I've been looking for something to make Chris angry anyway, so that's...
Yeah. All right. Let's get into this damn thing. All right, so this week, guys, we are winding down on this bracket. Thank the Lord. We did last week round 2, and now this week we are going to rack up round 3 and round 4, and that will leave us with, I believe, the semifinals and then the finals next week.
Uh-oh.
So I'm a little nervous.
Why?
Because I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of, like, it really does. Like, as much as people give us shit, it's like, it does suck voting these guys out, man. Like, it really does, having to choose. Like, it really does blow. I don't like it. Anyway. Okay. Let's get this going. You know what? Let's start with the right side of the bracket, because we always been starting with the left. Let's start with the right this time.
Oh, mixing it up. All right.
Swinging around.
I'm with it.
So anyone listening right now, the videos are out on YouTube. So you better go watch these fucking videos, because they have taken me so much damn time to do. Anyone who's watched the first and the second one, there is a little style change on this for round 2. So, yeah, I'm not great with video work again, but these things are coming out pretty fucking cool. So go check those out on youtube.com/radio. If you're just listening to this before this video comes out, then you can follow along with the bracket on Twitter. Okay, first matchup is Nathan Wallace versus the Creeper.
I know I'm gonna get outvoted here.
You probably will, Kat, but I want to change my mind. I'm willing.
Okay, Because I will say this is not as strong as my last Nathan Wallace argument, but he has done his line of doctoring was in chemicals. I think if anyone stands a chance against the Creeper, like if any human person stands a chance against the Creeper, I think Nathan Wallace is a fair candidate. He's tough, living in the post-apocalyptic Italy. Are they in Italy? I don't even remember where the damn thing takes place anymore. I need to watch Repo again. But that aside, like living in this society, it's toughened him up. We know he's an assassin. We know he's capable. He's got a variety of weapons. He's got the entirety of GeneCo backing him up. Access to all kinds of stuff. And not that he deals with monsters on a day-to-day basis, but he's got that like chemical background. I think he stands a pretty good chance. And I think he's determined enough to do it.
This one's tough. Because you're right, like he is a tough sumbitch.
Yeah.
And the chemical thing is very interesting. So you're saying he might be able to concoct something to deal with the Creeper.
Yeah. He's got like the medical background. He focused specifically in medicines before he switched to repoing. And I think he's got a chance. He's also got access to Zydrate, which I'm not convinced couldn't just like knock the Creeper out. And I think if the Creeper gets knocked, because again, I don't think that I think if you try to trank gun the Creeper, you'd get fucking eaten, and that would be the end of it. But it like Zydrate is no joke. It's a powerful science fiction chemical that I think has a chance of taking the Creeper out. And I think I think the hardest part would be getting the Creeper down for a second. If he could do that, I think he could figure out how to dissect him. I think he stands a chance. I think there's a case here.
Science, chemicals, and all that aside, the Creeper beats him.
Kat, you're making me think, but we have to remember he can fly, because those are great points for Nathan Wallace, and it makes you think. But we're talking about a character that can fly and is so like I this has never come up in any of the other Creeper. Not that it needed to. We went against Annabelle and Tiff, but he's so fucking accurate. Like he throws those
a surgical precision, you might say.
Well, I mean, I don't think Nathan Wallace is hitting him that. Like, I mean, in part 2, he was throwing that demonic ninja star from however high in the sky and just nailing his targets every time. That's a tough one.
Now, I haven't seen Repo because, musical, so, but I don't know.
Nathan's got like sleeping gases and stuff too, though. Like, and again, in a normal, this is why I was saying, I think out of any human, I think the sci-fi stuff kind of helps Nathan, because if it's just, like tear gas or whatever, I don't think it's going to affect the Creeper. But I don't know. I think with like all of the stuff that he's got going on, I think he's got a chance. I really do.
I'm sorry, Kat. I can't.
All right.
I've tried. I have no dog in this fight, but I just see the Creeper, because I don't think he's going to stand there and, throw hands with him, is my thing.
I do think realistically, and this is what I honestly, because I'm a little bit biased to Repo, even though I like Jeepers Creepers. I liked the first one quite a bit. I do think that they would probably both die. I think the wounds that Nathan would sustain in that first, because if the Creeper gets anywhere close to him, he's getting Zydrated and he's gonna die. But I do think the wounds that Nathan sustained in that area might also, like, in those few seconds, that might be enough to bleed out. And I don't think that would stop him from killing the Creeper on his way out. Like, I think they probably both die, honestly.
Yeah.
Realistically.
I gotta go with the Creeper on this one. There was a great argument. I mean, it really made me think, but he's just so precise with his shit, man. Like, he swoop down, grab somebody, snatch him up, bring him up to the sky. All you hear is the whoosh. You
can say he's precise. I want you to look at Nathan's stitches, and I want you to look at the Creeper's stitches.
Well, I really like Nathan Wallace in this thing too.
Yeah.
Damn. He took out the fucking My Bloody Tom Hanniger too.
He did.
Took him out. Damn, he had a good run, Nathan. Some bitch.
Anthony Stewart Head, I still believe in you, and I would like you to come on the podcast, please.
See ya, Nate.
All right, this one. Again, I don't know much about half of this, but this is Kat's no pick or no matchup. It's Rose the Hat versus John Kramer.
Oh, that Rose the Hat wins.
What?
Yeah, she wins. He can't get out of his freaking hospital bed. He's sick and incapacitated, and she's just going to use that little jar to suck out all the scream and drink it or whatever the hell she does with it and move on.
So you guys don't think he could trap her? Because again, I don't know anything about Rose the Hat.
I'm trying really hard to come up with a case for John Kramer
I
that
think he
would win.
I think he would have trouble trapping her because I think she's smart.
Okay.
And also, she's supernatural. She's a vampire. So even if he does get her in a trap, will it work?
What if he? That's the thing that's tripping me up because it's like he could maybe goad her into a trap. She's gonna underestimate him because he doesn't have any psychic powers. She only goes after people that have the Shining.
That is true. That is true.
And he's a cancer patient. She's not gonna pay him any mind. I think he could maybe get her into a trap. And usually the thing is if he can get them into a trap, they're gone. I'm not 100% sure that he could. She might survive the trap and then.
Yeah, and then she'll know.
Kill him. I feel really bad saying it. I think Rose the Hat wins.
Yeah. Plus, she's got the hat. He doesn't have a hat.
He doesn't have a hat.
Hat beats no hat.
All right. Well, the hat moves on. Damn. Kat, how much did that suck?
That one hurt. That one hurt a lot.
Didn't bother me at all.
That hurt more than Nathan by quite a bit.
Kramer made it through 2 rounds, though.
Yeah.
Made it further than Jason fucking Voorhees.
He did. He made it further than a lot of good big names on this list. Good for him. All right. John Kramer goes down.
I'm sorry, Tobin Bell. I would still like to have you on the show.
Yeah, I think maybe I burned that bridge a long time ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If we ever got Tobin Bell on the show, I would just start by a highlight reel of Rob's Saw takes. I'm all right, so.
It's not my fault they're not good movies. I didn't make them.
Kat, are you going to engage this week?
No, I'm not.
She came awful close last week.
I came off.
I thought I was going to be able to pull you in last week, but nothing.
I'm too depressed this week. I just lost 2 of my favorite slashers back to back, guys.
Yeah, but you got Rose the Hat. I mean, come on.
I did yeah, that helps. I actually didn't expect Rose the Hat to make it this far.
I didn't either.
And honestly, I would have preferred John Kramer to move on. He doesn't win is the thing.
Me too. And I don't even know shit about Rose the Hat. And I would have liked John to. I couldn't help on that one.
She's a sexy vampire lady. What else you need to know? She wears a hat.
All right, guys. I don't like this matchup. This is a bad one for me either way. This is my no matchup. It's Pennywise versus Candyman.
Oh.
How the fuck?
I don't want a tiebreaker this one. I'm gonna come out strong on this. Candyman wins. And
yeah.
I don't think it's that close of a call. It's one of those things where it's Pennywise isn't going to want to manipulate an adult or he's not going to want to go after an adult and that doesn't already have the ties to dairy. He's not going to be able to manipulate Candyman because
yeah, that's what I was going to say. He uses your fear against you. Candyman's not afraid of anything, right? I mean, it's Candyman.
Yeah, there's not going to be a way to.
What's he going to do?
I don't even know who I would want in this one. I love them both so much.
Well, Candyman's a lot cooler than Pennywise.
Hey,
yeah.
I don't know about a lot.
Yeah.
They're both pretty badass. Tim Curry was the shit.
Tim Curry was good, but Candyman, probably fucking tight.
But see now, hold up. Before we just kibosh this one, What the hell is Pennywise?
He's god damn it. I almost fell into the thing that I did with Hellraiser, where I've read the book. I have outside information. I don't remember what all made it into the miniseries and what didn't.
Well, the miniseries at the end.
He's an ancient turtle creature,
pretty much.
essentially.
Wasn't he a spider at the end of the miniseries?
Yeah, it was some kind of weird. Yeah, I think it was a spider.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read the book, believe it or not.
You didn't want to read the 1,000-page book. They made some good calls in the miniseries, taking some of that stuff out of the book. But I
like
will say,
the kid orgy.
Like the kid orgy was exactly what I was thinking of. I'm glad I didn't have to see that in the miniseries.
You know, the more I think about this one, I'm leaning more Candyman, because Pennywise is another one who will just beat his victims down mentally. That's not gonna fly with Candyman at all.
It's not.
Damn it.
No, I really do think this is Candyman. I don't see a way that Pennywise can get to him.
Yeah, no, because that whole what he drives on to create that fear, it's just not gonna happen with Candyman.
It's not.
Damn. Pennywise in that original It series was a big part in bringing me, like, I had a couple of movies that got me into horror. I think it might have solidified it for me, you know? So it's like, damn, man, Pennywise is out.
Oh, this is reminiscent of when you trashed Cube in front of Cat.
Pretty much, yeah. Which was brought up on Twitter again today. So
by Cat?
No.
No, actually.
No.
I like the idea that Cat just tweets you once a day about it.
It's just like, hey, also, Cube is great.
Hey, by the way, you piece of shit. All right. Candyman moves on. Pennywise is gone. That sucks. Okay. I'm excited about this matchup, because I think this son of a bitchin' thing is finally gone. It is the It Follows entity versus the Djinn from Wishmaster, who's not fucking that I know of. So
this is a weird one.
All right.
Yeah, there's not a part of this that I really like thinking about.
No, nothing. All right, so the entity is passed on through sex.
Right.
Which, as far as we know, the Djinn doesn't have.
Right.
Poor guy.
I know.
And then the Djinn grants you your wish, but then, like, flips it on you. But we don't know that the entity has any wants or desires.
Wouldn't its desire be for him to be spread?
I think we've just discovered the recipe for world peace, guys. The entity is like, I want everyone to be having sex so I can kill everyone. And the Djinn's like, oh, everyone will be having sex, but world peace time. And then that's problem solved. We've done it.
Was that really It Follows his goal?
No, I
don't know that they ever went that deep in it in the movie.
Yeah, we don't get that much motivation for the entity.
Yeah, there's no real motivation given for the entity. It just is.
I would imagine it wants to be spread. That's what it wants. That's all it wants. And to kill.
That's what I would guess if I had to guess.
All right.
Which I guess I do now. I guess that's where we're at in the podcast.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Talking about the STDs, wants and needs.
I think the Wishmaster wins. I think what it comes down to is that the entity is able to affect such, like, because it's a weird matchup. I don't know how they would go after one another in a playing field, but what it comes down to is the Djinn has more power. And
I'm good with that. And I think that if we go along with the idea that the entity does indeed want to be spread, we're just assuming that, then it does have something that it wants, so that the Djinn could then grant it and flip it on its head and destroy it.
Yeah. I think just no matter what, like whether you put him in a UFC cage or a Pokemon Stadium type thing and just let him use their powers on each other to death. I don't see the Jin losing in this one, in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Finally.
Although I do hate to see the entity go.
I'm so happy.
It really irritates you.
Mm-hmm.
It does mean that we can stop thinking about slashers from this point on having sex, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
That was something I didn't really think through when I suggested we put the entity on the bracket.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it takes something away from the show, but whatever.
Well, Tiff is out, so I'm really not interested in that anyway, so might as well be gone.
Everybody, make sure you tune into my erotic slasher fan fiction podcast.
Jesus.
It'll be...
I refuse. No!
Add it to the list.
Yeah.
Please don't add it to the list.
I know, right?
No, I hate it because that's the one that I'd have to know, right?
I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Curiosity killed the cat, right?
Quite literally, in this sense, maybe. All right. So that's it for the round 3 on the right side of the bracket. We're moving over to the left side.
Left side?
Left side?
I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I don't know what's going on.
All right, Tupac Humphrey, take it easy. This might be, well, no. This is going to be one of the matchups of the week. The Cabin Director versus Ash.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what. If there was a son of a bitch on this bracket who could gauntlet style that fucking thing, would it not be Ash?
It would be.
So, hold on. Wait. I have a case.
Okay.
I want you to hear me out.
Yeah.
I want you to just listen.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to listen.
I know everyone wants Ash to win.
I got my listening face on.
Okay. I 100%, if there's a single person that can kill just everything in sight, everything that the director could throw at a person, run it full gauntlet style, it 100% would be Ash. But is Ash smart enough to know? I honestly think Ash could just self-destruct here, because there's no way Ash is giving himself over to, like, I don't think that he stops the world from ending in this one. I think by the time he realizes what he's supposed to do, everything in the facility is already dead, and then the Ancient Ones take over. Like, I don't think he's got the wits to kill the director without self-destructing. And that's where I'll leave that.
You see, I look at this as, and believe it or not, in complete honesty, I am being as unbiased as possible. I handed over the Leprechaun to this fucking thing, crying out loud. So, oh no, that was Ash. Never mind. Right.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Well, no, I did hand Victor Crowley over, though.
You did.
I did.
Remember that time that I saved the Leprechaun and then you sacrificed Jason Voorhees to be a dick?
It wasn't to be a dick. I've been very unbiased in this whole scenario. Hey, Kat was leaning Creeper against Tiff. I easily could have just jumped on that for selfish reasons, and I did. Now, the way I look at it, Kat does have a point. You know, the ultimate goal of the director probably will be accomplished with whatever the stupid shit of the undead taking over, whatever the hell crap. I don't know. But I think she would die first. And I just, in my head, the more I think about it, like, going through the whole process of the cabin thing and, you know, all that, like, I get it. Like, in my head, it's just perfect for Ash, because I could see him, like, Scooby-Doo style, like, just falling backwards into something and ending up in the worst possible scenario with a killer unicorn staring him dead in the face, and he just has to run through it, and he does. So,
I think so we have talked about this before, about whether or not it should be like running the gauntlet of all the creatures or going through the cabin. And I think Ash is the only one where I think he'd have, and I understand the irony of this, because Cabin in the Woods was like largely based off of the Evil Dead, and I get it.
It's true.
But I do think Ash is like the only character, maybe on the entire bracket, where it would be, he'd have an easier time running the gauntlet than making it through the cabin. Like, don't think, if it's a trial thing, if it's a trial of wits, I don't think Ash wins against the director. If it's a full-blown gauntlet, she loses.
But Ash knows how to survive in a cabin.
I didn't even think of that. That is so fucking true. The whole schematic of this was based off of him. Holy shit, how the hell did this happen? This bracket's evil.
Well, I'm going Ash. That's where I'm at.
Here's what else, and I think I've said this every time Ash has come up. If Ash wins our slasher bracket, I am going to quit the show.
I see a couple of people I just can't put him past. Whether they move on, I don't know,
right.
But I see a couple of people I can't put him past. On both sides of this, too, by the way. But I don't know, Kat. This one...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Ash is going to win the whole thing or not, but I think he wins this matchup.
I'm giving you an early warning. I'm not convinced that Ash wins the matchup, but I'm just giving you a warning, guys, because he's not a slasher. He shouldn't have been on the list.
Well, the director's not a slasher either, though.
But he's not an antagonist. He shouldn't have been on the list.
He's Ash, though.
But we could do a protagonist list. Now here's the thing. I want to put one antagonist on our protagonist list next year for people to be mad at me over.
That's fair.
That's why it'll be Jason Voorhees.
God.
I see, just looking at it right now, 4 people on this side. I can't put him past. Ash.
Okay. One final counterpoint. I was gonna let the director go, but I feel one final counterpoint for the director against Ash. Ash is not, and it goes back to that battle of wits scenario, right? Where it's like Ash won. Ash survived the original cabin in the woods, but barely. Like, he barely got by. He made a lot of dumb decisions. He's going to be in that situation again where there's like a Hunger Games style amount of people influencing him to make even worse decisions than take one. Like, Ash already made all those bad decisions on his own, and now there are going to be people like making it as unfair as possible. I don't know if he's smart enough to do it. I don't think he is.
Well, I think the other side to that would be kind of like our Laurie Strode conversation. Original Evil Dead Ash, yeah, he was lucky to make it out of there. But if we're talking like Army of Darkness and even from the television series, I mean that's a refined, he knows what the hell he's doing, and he's now on a mission to plow Ash. And if you take that Ash and put him back in that cabin and to redo, granted the scenario the director would throw at him is much different, but he would plow through that cabin. If you take the last 2 Ashes that we've seen, he'd have an easy time going through that cabin.
I think the latest one that you can possibly take is Army of Darkness, Ash.
Well, what was wrong with the TV show?
Nothing was wrong with the TV show, but it's not a TV show bracket.
It's Ash.
If I'm not allowed to use books.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get crazy with books.
Even Army of Dark, like, he was confident. He had that. Like, I've always said that the Army of Darkness, I mean, I think is clear. That's when the character Ash was truly, he became Ash. You know what I mean? I think I gotta go with him on this one, Kat.
This is a rough day for me, guys.
Well, if there was one to do it, I mean, he kills shit. And the thing is, too, if it's I truly think Ash is like a weird one where if it's a one-on-one thing, he's not as much in an advantage as he is with a fucking just army of death. Like, he just somehow plows through mobs. And it's just like it was like the perfect matchup for him. But in all honesty, I'd be mad if he won this whole thing. I would be outvoted severely in a place.
I knew Ash was going to be a problem for me because it's one of those things where it's like having a few joke things in here that you know are going to get eliminated really early on is one thing, but there's no way that Ash is going to be an easy elimination.
Oh, no way. No, he's a contender. I mean, he's Ash.
And he shouldn't be.
He's Ash.
It's an antagonist bracket.
Why do you hate Ash, Kat?
I don't hate Ash.
No. Let's get to the heart of this.
Listen, if I'd had my way with the brackets, it would have been like one antagonist bracket, one protagonist bracket, and the contenders would have been Ash and Pinhead, and it would have been my favorite thing in the whole world. But he's not an antagonist. We've got like a bunch of bad guys on here with Ash.
I just feel like he crosses so many lines. Like he's such a standout. Like, how do you have a bracket of killers and not have Ash? You know what I mean? That is the way I look at it. But speaking of worst possible problems, that's going to be coming up for me shortly. So,
did you put your objections to Ash on the spreadsheet, Kat?
I
think she verbalized them.
I did. First, I highlighted them. Yeah. I put them on the spreadsheet.
Okay, and then what did I put next to it?
I don't remember. I couldn't read it. You didn't use the comment button. I don't know.
I don't understand spreadsheets. I'm not an accountant.
All right. Damn, that was a fucking... That's a battle. That was a fucking battle. But I think the luck for a controversial pick on this one is about to come to an end, because the next matchup is Samara versus Chucky. And I just want to remind everybody, we've seen Chucky beat Kyoko the Grudge in round 1, and her and Samara are very similar characters. And I just want to go out and say, as much as it fucking kills me.
No.
Oh.
I just want to, before you finish whatever you're about to say, Samara is way more powerful than Kyoko.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact.
Oh, yeah.
They have similar powers, but she's way more powerful.
Absolutely.
Like, 100%. Okay.
They're not the same person?
No.
They do have similar characteristics, I'll admit.
No, I mean, I don't know. I've seen both movies. I couldn't tell the difference between the two.
I kind of think... I think I have to go against Chucky.
Okay. I like this. I was expecting to be really mad about this one.
I don't see how Chucky wins.
Yeah. God damn.
See, that's the thing with Kyoko is because, like, it's ambiguous enough where it would be like, well, if he
could avoid
if he burns down the house, what is she going to do? But what's he... destroy all screens in the world in 7 days? Like, no way.
He was able to avoid Kyoko and kind of, use his I don't even want to call it street knowledge, like killer knowledge, to find his way around a tough matchup. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I hate to knock Chucky out, but I don't see a way he does it.
Yeah, my wheels are turning on it. I don't know. I don't know.
Damn stupid ring ghost.
Can I vote Chucky just because? Can you guys both? Can we at least get someone to vote for Chucky? Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we can all agree that the most logical and fair person throughout this whole thing has been me.
Oh, yeah.
And I will vote for Samara.
All right, well, I'll vote for Chucky then, just out of respect.
So then it's up to Kat.
Oh, well, Samara wins.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going to say, but...
What if I was just like, Chucky wins?
Yeah, that would have been weird, but I would have been okay with it too. So
I'd be forever grateful.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
I think she does.
Yeah, I just don't see how Chucky does it, man. I don't get it.
No. Oh. Like, I don't want to move on because it's like we just knocked out Chucky. Damn. All right, Rob, I gotta talk to you for a minute personally.
Uh-oh.
All right.
No one else is listening right now. It's just me and you.
What's up, Taco Bell tracksuit, buddy?
The past is the past, right?
Yeah. It's all prologue to here.
Right. So I'm gonna need you to be as fair as you could possibly be.
I always am. I'm always calm, rational.
Well, Well,
level-headed. You'll be fine.
You weren't exactly fair last week.
I've always been fair.
And as much as I would love you to be biased, the Murder Madness tournament, it has to be legit.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup, and that's the only way I would have it awarded, man.
Okay. The next matchup, and I feel like this could be a fucking episode in itself, is Freddy Krueger versus Pinhead.
Pinhead doesn't sleep. Pinhead does not sleep. Let's talk about this.
Well, and that's the only contention that Freddy Krueger could possibly fucking have. And I actually talked about this. Obviously Chris was bitching about the bracket earlier. He's seen that Freddy Krueger was going to be matched up against Pinhead. And we had that discussion. We were like, well, do demons sleep?
But if he doesn't sleep, how does he kill Freddy?
Okay, I love this one. Hurts. I don't like this because this is just another loss for me all the way around. These are like my two favorite franchises. I've lost so many people today. Here's the thing is that there's no way teenagers are able to constantly outsmart Freddy, pull him out of the dream world, and there's the demon crossover, there's the hell crossover.
Right. But teenagers sleep, and that's how they get him out of the dream world. They go to sleep, they grab him, they pull him out of the dream world. If Pinhead doesn't sleep, how does he do it?
Well, how does Freddy get Pinhead in that scenario?
This is such a shitty fucking matchup.
And the thing about it
it's a tie.
It's a tie.
The thing about it too is that Pinhead, Freddy is in existence due to the power of, as we learned in Rob's favorite movie, Freddy's Dead. Freddy only has magical powers due to the dream demons. I think Pinhead goes through hell. He's got a better track record of being, because that's the thing is that Pinhead has his own agency in hell, and Freddy doesn't have that. Freddy's there dependent on other demons, and I just don't see how Freddy gets any kind of upper hand in this fight.
I could see a long game for Freddy, kind of like Freddy vs. Jason, and several other, most of the movies, where, he goes around, does his thing, builds his power, fear of others. Okay, he levels up with other people that are not Pinhead. Do demons sleep? I don't understand. Freddy would need, I feel like Freddy would need too much.
Here's the other thing too, is that Freddy is way more susceptible to, I think if there were any slasher other than maybe Ash, if we're counting Ash in this, I think maybe out of all the people in the bracket, one of the most easily influenced, my top candidate of who could Pinhead lure into hell, it would be Freddy. Because if someone tells Freddy hey, here's this box where you either get great orgasms or get to meet a demon or get tortured for eternity, Freddy would be I'm interested in that. I think he would do it. I think he would just go voluntarily, figure out the configuration if he could, and that might be that.
Hell, I'd take a spin on that box.
All right, looking at this as unbiased as possible, because this fucking sucks. If we're looking, because I've been on record of saying Freddy's a demon. Is my what if someone asked me what is Freddy Krueger, I would say. So I can't see a realm of where Pinhead, we don't know if he sleeps. We don't know really what exactly Pinhead is, So I don't see where Freddy can get to Pinhead, but I if Freddy is a demon, which I think is, correct me if I'm wrong, I would imagine he's a demon of some sort. There would be some type of navigation through hell where Pinhead could get to Freddy. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's kind of my case,
Right.
is that Pinhead has the ability to navigate hell.
Right.
Freddy, from my understanding, again, based off of Freddy's Dead, which I don't like using in an argument. I don't really like thinking about Freddy's Dead more than I have to. But
I'm not real happy about you continually saying the title.
In the sixth Nightmare on Elm Street installation, Freddy isn't really like, he's not a demon, he's just kind of puppeted by them. Like, they found the most evil soul that they could find to kind of encourage to do more harm on Earth, and that just...
But he's demonic in some way, is what
like, he's demonic, but
Right.
he doesn't have, like, the power to just navigate on his own, from what I've understood.
I mean, either way, I'm saying there's a route in hell to him, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the bad part for Freddy. Rob, what are you thinking on this?
I'm thinking that Pinhead wins, but I really want to vote for Freddy because I don't want to vote for Pinhead. So I'm waiting for you both to say Pinhead so I can say Freddy.
It hurts. I'll say it. Pinhead wins.
Well, what I'm trying to do, Rob, is buy some time to think of something. And, you know, it's fucked up because, like, Freddy is so... I just watched fucking Dream Warriors, and incredible fucking movie. And the shit that I seen Freddy do.
It's got that song from Dokken.
What?
It's got that song from Dokken. That's the best thing about that movie.
Whoa. Are you really talking shit about Dream Warriors right now?
It's fine. It's the third best in the franchise.
Behind what?
I want to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street someday soon.
Well, we're about to talk about it right now. Behind what, Rob?
Well, New Nightmare is number one.
Oh,
I want to talk. That's the one I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about New Nightmare.
Number
'cause I did
two
finally rewatch it. And,
is the original, and then the Dream Warriors.
Kat, you didn't.
That's the correct order. That's his certified, stamped, delivered, signed. Everybody knows that, Mikey. Come on.
Kat, did you not like Dream Warriors? I'm sorry, not Dream Warriors. New Nightmare.
No, it's not. It's not about that, because I will say, you guys both had a theory that I was going to like it way better on the rewatch. A lot of things have been getting me on the rewatch lately, and I will say I really, really like the story, like way better than I remember for New Nightmare. Freddy looks dumb.
Oh.
He's a dumb-looking Freddy, and it made me laugh. And I like, it was my biggest problem with the movie. It was why I remember not liking the movie as a kid, and like, I have so much appreciation for the story, but I still just remember being a kid and laughing at Freddy for the first time in my life. And it's like, nothing is going to make that memory go away.
It's the scariest Freddy's ever been.
He's a goth. He's an emo teen Freddy. He's got like the big platform boots and a trench coat. And like, I don't get it, guys. He's not a scary Freddy.
Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, that's an art.
The story is so good, like, but I don't know.
The thing that holds Dream Warriors back is that's where Freddy starts to become jokey Freddy. And so that's where he starts to descend into the Freddy that I hate, which is like the cartoon character, Goofy Freddy.
Well, thanks for making this harder on me, guys. I appreciate it.
Sorry.
We're going to throw down about this another day. But like I was saying, you can see Freddy do some of the craziest things we've seen on screen, but he's so limited, and it sucks.
And you just watched Dream Warriors, like,
and it's like I'm thinking, like, well, Freddy can do this and Freddy can do that, and it's like, well, what has to happen in order for Freddy to do these things? And
Freddy can do a lot of things, but Freddy can also be taken out by a bunch of teenagers.
This fucking sucks. All right, well, Pinhead moves on. Fucking Freddy Krueger.
And this one hurt. Like, this one sucks. I knew we were gonna get here eventually, but it just, because I had to fight very passionately for Pinhead, and then the best case scenario for me, I still lose Freddy Krueger. I don't like it.
Well, don't point the finger at me. I voted for Freddy.
Oh.
I'll take the blame for this one. I stand by it, but it sucks. I don't like that I had to vote Freddy off.
I'll put the blame on you too, Kat.
Well,
Freddy, by the way, who would have been Ash's worst fucking matchup possible in this whole thing, I just want to point out. But anyway, damn, man.
No, I think there are some people coming up that can get to Ash.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, Ash is literally human. I mean, Freddy would have his way with Ash. Although Ash might just like, who the hell knows, grab Freddy's sweater and fall out of bed somehow, and then boom, Freddy's in the real world. Who fucking Ash? Who knows?
Robert Englund, if you would like to come on the show, I really like your coffee. Freddy is Nightmare on Elm Street is the first horror franchise that I watched in its entirety. This one hurts.
Yeah, that fucking blows.
Let's all just pretend it's the Jackie Earl Haley Freddy Krueger that just got knocked out.
Ooh,
That makes me feel better.
good job, Rob. Yeah. Well, that discussion should have been a lot shorter than if that was the case.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been much of a...
That's a good point. All right, here's another tough matchup, guys. And I don't like how close it could get. It's the Collector versus Michael Myers.
Boy, I don't like this.
Oh boy. It just got even closer in my head just now.
The thing
I'm on
is,
the fence about this one. I would like someone else to take some cases.
I am too. The thing is, if Michael gets his hands on the Collector, it's over. But he's got to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Collector sets those traps, and I could see Michael just walking right into one.
Plus, I don't like that I'm about to defend against Michael Myers also. But the other thing about it is that where a lot of people go wrong with Michael Myers is that a lot of people get him and then look away. And the Collector's not going to flinch.
No.
Like, he's not blinking. He's not going to look away for a second. If he gets Michael in a trap, he's not going to give Michael a chance to, like, back out or hide or run away or, like, sneak around a corner, get into some shadows. Like, if he gets Michael, he's watching until Michael is dead.
Yeah. But damn it, it's Michael.
But here's another point, guys. We talked about it with Sweeney Todd last week.
Yeah.
Michael Myers, if there's a breath in his body, and maybe even a little bit after that, he's going to try. And if he does get caught in a trap, there's a couple of different ways to go. He's played dead before. If the Collector gets close, see, that's the thing. Like Rob hit it on the head. I don't even think it's if he gets his hands on him. If he gets in a reach radius of Michael Myers, he's in jeopardy. Like Michael Myers, to me, would have to be completely incapacitated. And I don't know how you trap him like that. Maybe there's a way, but...
Nightclub, razor wires, acid floor, weird, creepy basement thing.
That nightclub scene was cool as hell.
That was like, I really liked that.
Yeah, that was really cool.
But would Myers walk into all that?
I mean, Michael's not going clubbing.
He's only going to walk into one, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
And some of them are nightclubs, but some of them are just like people's houses.
Yeah, because Michael doesn't own a tracksuit, so he's not going out to the club.
Oh my God.
He's just going to show up in a pair of coveralls, and they're not going to let him in.
I see a world where he gets caught in a trap, and the Collector comes over to finish it, and Myers just gets a stab to the neck or the heart. I see that as a possibility.
See, I don't think the Collector would come over. I'm not. I want to see it. I want to be there. I want to be on that page with you, but I'm not quite there. I don't.
Have we seen a kill? Because I only seen the first Collector movie. I didn't see the second one. I haven't seen it in so damn long. From what I remember, I could be wrong. When he got somebody in the trap, like he went over there and did his thing, didn't he?
He like
Not
put people
really.
in a. Didn't he like put people in a box?
I will say that is the one thing. I guess that would be Michael's best case. If Michael was someone that he wanted to like take back, because there was the Collector and then there was the collection, and like if he wanted to take someone back to his warehouse, that's the only thing. If he wanted to take Michael to a warehouse to get him, but there were a lot of those deaths he was just happy to observe from a safe distance.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But I would think if you got Michael in a trap, you'd want to take him back for your collection, right? Because he's Michael.
He's not a pretty lady though. Like a lot of the people in the warehouse were women.
And I don't think he's taking that chance with Myers. He's a smart guy.
I don't know. William Shatner had some nice hair on him.
I'm gonna fuck you guys real good right now because
oh no,
I'm gonna go with Myers.
I don't like where this is going.
And and it's real. It's paper thin close, but I don't know, man. Like Myers is fucking relentless, dude. We've seen him set on fire, electrocuted, zipped up in a body bag. Yes, I'm talking about Resurrection, Rob. And he's laying on an autopsy table, and his eyes still.
All right, I'm gonna put this on Rob. I'm gonna vote the Collector. It's the way that I'm seeing it go down, and I want to be fair. I also don't want to be the person that like potentially has to vote out Michael Myers. Though I've had enough heartbreak today.
You sons of bitches.
I'm sorry. That's the way I'm seeing it, though. I'm seeing it as the Collector winning.
All right. I love Michael Myers.
Uh-oh.
Halloween is one of my top 3 movies of all time. Not just horror movies, but all movies. I love Halloween. The Collector wins.
Wait, I'm not going to close the gate on this yet. Is Rob Zombie's Michael Myers in play here? Because that might open up a whole new fucking conversation.
That's just going to make Rob angry.
Hey. Drastic times call for drastic fucking measures here.
What's that Michael Myers going to do that the other isn't? I mean, the only thing that might... the only thing that Michael brings to the table that the other one doesn't is that he is probably the most brutal Michael we've ever seen, or in those 2 movies.
He also, I haven't seen, at least, I don't remember the second one really well, the second Rob Zombie Halloween.
It's better than the first.
But I will say, at least based off of what I remember, he's a lot more brutal, but I also remember thinking of him as like a little bit less supernatural. He seemed more human to me. I think he might actually be the weaker case.
Yeah, he's very human.
I was just throwing shit at the wall with this one. In all honesty, that one would probably be more prone to running because he was. My thought process was he was a lot faster of a, like, not that he was sprinting or anything, but Michael Myers, as we know him and love him, is the shape. He's slow and calculated.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably just gonna burst into a door and into a trap faster than Rob Zombie would.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to do it. Michael Myers is my second favorite character in all of horror behind Jason, but I don't see how he doesn't get caught in one of those traps. I just don't see a way for it to.
And you're right. He's slow. He's methodical. It's very haunting, but the Collector works at like lightning speed. He could set up like 12 traps, and just percentage wise.
Yeah, if I could work out a way in my head where Michael got his hands on him, then I would, without a doubt, vote for Michael. But I just don't see it.
He might avoid 1 trap, maybe 2, but like the Collector's like a John Kramer, but less torture and more
meth.
like just straight to the point, brutal, and what the fuck did we do? Can we just cancel this and talk about Rubber at this point? I'm willing.
I'm in. So Rubber is really a work of art. You see,
I've had a bad enough day.
I changed my mind already.
But first we have to stop and watch it.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
No! What have you done?
Oh, this fucking sucks. All right, well, round 3 is done. At what cost, though?
Round 3 was the worst round.
I was skating through round 3 without a problem, and then you guys put Michael on me.
You notice why I handled the other side first.
God damn it. Here's what I need. I need an intermission because I think we can all agree that I need another drink.
Yeah.
I could use another drink.
Yeah.
I gotta get cigarettes because I done blew through a few. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
This sucks.
Round 3 hurt. Round 3 physically and emotionally hurt me.
We never all of us needed a break in the middle of a fucking show.
I should have gotten like coloring utensils for my
scribble.
Aggressively coloring in my book.
Chris actually asked me earlier. He goes, "Was that randomizer really? Did you guys really use a random?" I say, "Yeah." Believe it or not, yeah. Like these matchups fucking suck.
I made a strong one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Rob's ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Here we go, guys. We're going to start on the left side for anyone following along. Speaking of tough matchups for Ash, it's Ash versus Samara.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know how the fuck he does it.
That's the thing is I will say out of any of the humans to go against Samara, I think Ash has the best chance because I don't think he would have any qualms about killing a small dead child. But
No.
I don't think he could. I don't think he has like the physical capacity to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the things that work for Ash, the chainsaw and all that, it's not going to work on Samara. God, I hate this stupid ring ghost.
I know. There's no... I don't know how she gets taken down.
I don't know. I don't know how she gets taken down in the future. I don't think she gets taken down here, though. Which sucks, because I love Ash.
Me too.
I don't think she does.
Damn, man.
But I don't think he's going to be smart enough to figure out to make copies of the tape and yada, all that bullshit.
No. Damn, man. Ash had such a magical run.
I can't believe that Ash does all of these things, that Ash has gotten through so many rounds, and the thing that's going to take him out is going to be listening. Like, he's just not going to listen.
Yeah. I know. But to be fair, I don't know how the hell Samara would have made it through the cabin anyway. What would have killed her?
Hold on. No, here's the thing, though, is that I would have voted for... it's so weird. The director has been so weird, because I did not think she was going to make it for round one. I didn't think I was going to vote her through any of the rounds when I pitched her. But I think she could have gotten Samara. The one failure in the year that the cabin fails is the small ghost child, because they figure out how to get her to move the fuck on. Like, they exorcised the crap out of that ghost. And I think if a bunch of kids can do it, I think the director probably could. I think if anyone could take Samara out, it would be the director. I think she either gets exorcised, or I think she gets put in one of those little boxes to go up against the next Ash.
I don't know. It's such a weird... Like, see, that I don't know. Because, like you said, Samara is... I don't know how the hell she's getting taken out in this thing.
I don't know either, but I and I hate that too, because I don't like that character at all.
I don't either.
There's nothing to the character.
Just hair. It's like glorified Cousin It.
Yeah. Hair crawling out of the TV, all weird.
Getting the floor wet.
Yeah. How's she not electrocute herself?
We should have put the Swiffer in here. It might have been, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's Samara.
There's not much to talk about here. Like, Ash, he'd be powerless.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing he can do. At least nothing I can think of that he could do.
All right. And Ash is gone. What a fucking shame.
Yeah, I mean, everything we've ever seen Ash go through has had like a real physical form, and Samara's a ghost.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, moving on from Ash.
Bruce Campbell, we're really sorry.
Yeah, right. This is dictating the semifinals, guys. So Samara just made it to the semis.
The whole thing?
The semifinals, not the finals. The
semifinals.
So she's in the final four.
Yes.
Oh my God, how dumb is this thing?
I know.
Dumb enough that we started with the same argument about Rubber and Candyman.
I know. Yeah.
We wouldn't have to have that argument if you guys had used your damn heads and made the right call.
Anyway. The next matchup is Pinhead versus the Collector.
This seems like the easiest one to me.
Yeah, I haven't said anything, but I feel like this is pretty obvious.
I mean, we've had Pinhead mull through all these other people. The Collector's just a human.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But I'm just thinking, because he is. You're right, he is.
What's he gonna do? Snare Pinhead in a trap?
Well,
he gonna get Pinhead to go out to the club?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to think of a way, and unlike Michael Myers, who, he's gonna just look and investigate and just look around real quick, and that's as far as he's going at his investigating things. But I feel like Pinhead is gonna be a little more in depth than that.
Pinhead would be fun at the club, though.
How?
You know, I would even have a good time out there.
We seen him at a bar in Hellraiser 2. He was killing people with CDs.
He's always dressed all cool and shit. I don't. Hellraiser 2, that movie sucks.
Yeah, I mean, who all did Pinhead beat? Where is he?
Well, he beat Jason. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he did beat Jason.
Beat Freddy.
But see, that's why I'm thinking of this one a little, because Jason's going to walk forward towards him. And Freddy is just, there was just no avenue for Freddy Krueger. Carrie's Carrie. She didn't have enough for him. Like, the collector's going to, he sizes things up. But I just don't see a way that, I don't see it. I can't form it in my head of him catching Pinhead. And even if he did,
Pinhead would just like it.
Well, you got that. But even if he did, the chains can come out, and, who's to say that the collector doesn't die before Pinhead? Even if just say, argument's sake, he got him in a trap and it was devastating, whatever. Who's to say the collector doesn't die first, even if all that happens.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Pinhead it is. Advancing to the final four of the Lord Humphrey Cup.
I hate it so much. Okay. Moving on to the right side. We're going to determine the semifinals for this side of the bracket. And it is the Creeper versus Rose the Hat.
Oh, what the hell?
I hate that Rose the Hat moved on so far, and I have no idea what the fuck she is.
I hate that Rose the Hat has moved so far. I hate that I kind of want to vote for her again. I think you guys, maybe it's just been too long since I've seen Jeepers Creepers. I feel like you guys are putting a lot of stock into the Creeper.
Well, no, I want to hear about this one, because that was against a human.
They both smell fear.
Okay.
So I think they'd be able to stalk one another.
Well, I don't think either one of them will be afraid of each other.
But yeah, I don't think either one of them could, assuming that they both, I guess that is a good point.
That might cancel out.
Yeah, because it would take something else to freak them both out. And then I don't.
What was that jar of shit you guys were talking about earlier?
Have you seen Monsters, Inc.?
No.
Stop that.
It's the same thing.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, they're weirdly similar, like Rose the Hat and the Creeper, because I think the hardest thing is I don't think anything that either one of them could do to the other is fatal, and they can both regenerate. I think Rose the Hat is smarter. I think the Creeper's a little bit more violent inherently. I think she could probably outsmart him. I'm inclined to go to her just because I don't think either one of them is going to get it on the first try, and I feel like Rose might learn a little bit better. But I don't feel like, and I think he's a little bit more like, whatever Rose has to do to take him out, I think she'd do it, and I don't think he's going to be like, oh, well, if I can't kill this thing in front of me, I'll lock it in a box, because that's the secret, is to defeat it with psychic power. Like, I think he would just keep going at her until one of them died, and I think she might adjust her strategy. It's where I'm at right now. I'm not in love with it, but it's kind of how I'm seeing things roll out.
I really want to vote for Rose the Hat.
Okay.
But I'm having problems. She tends to go after people with the shining. So she's going to ignore the Creeper at first. He's not even going to be on her radar, right?
But did you see how mad she got when, like, the kid hurt her hand? Like, if the Creeper comes at her once, and I will say, I do think there's, like, he would get the first blow, probably, unless you gave them both warning and were like, kill the other one. I think the Creeper gets the first strike, because I don't think she'd notice him. But I think if he doesn't kill her, like, she's gonna get mad. She's gonna get really mad.
And you don't want somebody mad in a hat.
No.
The Mad Hatter. Yeah, Rose the Mad Hatter.
This one's up to you guys. I'm out of this one, essentially.
Yeah, I'm having a really hard time with this one. So I can't make a great case for either one of them. You think it's Rose the Hat, Cat?
I do. I really think I think it's one of those things. I think if he kills her in the first strike, that would be his only chance, because I think her strategy is just going to evolve faster than his.
I'll go along with that. It's Rose the Hat. Yeah. I can't think of I can't make a good argument for either side.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's a weird one.
She's in the semifinals, and I have no idea who the fuck she is.
Well, if you saw some movies every once in a while.
I don't want to see Dr. Sleep.
Sitting around playing fucking video games all the time. Rotting your brain with that garbage.
You watch a movie about killer pants and tires. Rotting brain.
Those movies are art.
God.
Have you seen Slacks?
No.
Cat? I know you
yeah.
haven't. Yeah, it's great, right?
It's really good.
Yeah.
I was kind of annoyed at how much I liked Slacks.
It's so awesome.
I'm very annoyed about how much you both like the Killer Pants movie.
The thing is that I put it on because I was in a mood to watch something just like really dumb and kind of laugh at, you know? I thought it was going to be like more of a B movie situation, and then I was watching it and it's like, oh no. I'm going to unironically like this movie about the Killer Pants now, I guess.
Yeah, it's a really funny and fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
See, I would watch Slacks way before Dr. Sleep. Way before Dr. Sleep. All right, the last matchup we're going to be doing today is Candyman versus the Djinn.
Oh, I don't like what I'm about to say.
Does Candyman have a fear?
He doesn't have a fear, but he has desires.
Okay.
And that's
fair.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't like that train of thought at all.
I don't
make
either.
a case for Candyman. Oh no. Here's a case.
Okay, go ahead. Because I'm trying to remember in the Wishmaster movies how they defeated the Djinn.
Yeah.
And I'm having trouble doing it for some reason. I've seen all the damn movies, but I can't remember how they defeated it.
Oh god, I don't either.
Yeah. I mean, they do. I know that.
Now I'm trying to remember.
Wasn't it like an angel sword or some shit?
I thought it was with like a
They outsmarted him.
Yeah. Like someone sacrificed themselves.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a selfless act.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah, they figured out a way to outsmart him every time. I think Candyman could do that.
I also think Candyman might not get roped in. Because, like, you do have to wish. And while I'm not going to say, because I do think Candyman has desires. I think that's what ultimately turns him into the Candyman.
Yeah.
But there is also something to say with, like, Candyman in his current form. I don't think he's going to be, like, going around making wishes out loud to be manipulated.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
He kind of just plays his own game, and he's not worried about anything else, Candyman.
I'm going with Candyman based on that. I think he's smart enough to not get lured in, and I think he's also smart enough to figure out a way to outsmart the Djinn.
I think it would eventually come down to them just trying their bullshit on each other, and they would just have to fucking throw down, man. I think it boils down to something that simple, to a death fight. And I think Candyman does it. Because the Djinn, does he have any, I know he has a ton of shit he can do, but like, is there anything really outside of like all these casting of shit and all, like, I don't know if he has any real true ability that Candyman doesn't have.
I mean, the Djinn's basically a genie.
Yeah. God, where are you on this?
I think maybe I was worried at first. I was worried when this started, but I think maybe Candyman wins, and I feel like it's hard because I am really biased. There's something in me that just really wants to vote for Candyman, but I think maybe he wins, and I don't think that's just me being biased.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the Wishmaster movies that well. I've seen 3 of them, I think, and I wasn't a huge fan of them. They have fucking Kane Hodder in them, so you know.
Awesome.
No.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going Candyman. Just off of bait.
Yeah.
If it really boiled down to them going hand to hand and just having a death match, even if it went down to just that, I think Candyman's got that too.
All right, Candyman it is.
All right.
Fuck me.
So what are our final 4 matchups? Because they seem ridiculous to me.
They are ridiculous.
They are a little bit ridiculous. I don't like this.
I mean, I know Pinhead and Candyman made it, and those 2 are fine.
Rose the Hat and Samara made it.
Yeah, that seems just absurd. This is the most ridiculous exercise that anyone has ever partaken.
I'll tell you what, this was, and you know what? I've seen people talking shit on Twitter, and you know, most of the one, like, you know, you have your personal opinions, I get it. But most of the real stuff that I seen that I had a problem with was people who did not listen to the show and did not listen to how things were set up and the rules that we laid down. And honestly, most importantly, the thought we put into these. And dude, this was like the ultimate form of unbiased. I would rather put my nuts in a blender than have Samara in the final 4 of a Flasher matchup. But here we are.
It starts with the randomizer,
right?
That we did because had we seeded this out and taken all that time and aggravation to do that, this would have probably turned out a lot different.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. This is the way we decided to do it. Everybody just calm down, eat some fruit.
A good thing about this is that you see a lot of, at least I've seen a lot of versus articles and videos and stuff where where you take all of those big slashers and pit them up, you know, like one-on-one against one another. I think we would have all gotten down to like the 4 people, you know, we would have had Michael, Jason, Freddy, and Pinhead in the final 4.
Well, Michael, Jason,
something close.
Michael, Jason, Freddy, and Robert.
Oh God. Cat's right.
Probably not that one. But and I will say, I do think that the randomizer, it has been aggravating. It has hurt me a lot today, but it's made a really interesting 4 because none of us would have chosen these 4 specifically.
No fucking way. No.
This is a human brain would not have come up with these as the final 4 to pit against each other, and it makes it interesting.
No, as a matter of fact, I can tell you right now, the only one of the 4 that I would have picked would have been Candyman.
Oh, come on.
you know, it's Cat's 100% right, because the dude I was talking about on Twitter earlier, he was saying, oh, he was mad about Jason not moving on and Leatherface too, maybe. I don't remember. He's like, oh, the big 3 have to go to the end. And like, well, then we seed it out and we talk about Jason killing fucking Jeremy Melton for 5 minutes. I don't want to talk about that. You know, like this forced us to have difficult conversation.
I don't know. Jeremy Melton might have been able to put up a fight.
Against who? Jason? Could you imagine that? I want to see it. I don't want to talk about it.
Now, and that's the thing. This would have come out completely differently had we done it that way. But I also do think you're right. It would have been more boring.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds of this would have been complete horseshit boring.
Yeah, it would have been awful.
And then the last 2 rounds would have been the same conversation people have every fucking day.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be talking about Rose the Hat versus Candyman ever in my entire fucking life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who she was until we started this.
Yeah. So if you don't like it, shut up.
Yeah, seriously.
That's the message from Slasher Radio.
I feel like next week's episode is going to be really short, right?
I have some thoughts about that, but we can talk off show about that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, all right. You fuckers don't get to listen to that.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for this one, guys. Holy shit. This one sucked. We needed a halftime for this.
Yeah. I had to refill my drink.
Damn.
Good Lord.
Oh, all right. Go check us out. Follow us on Slasher Radio, @Slasher Radio on Twitter, so you can yell at us along with everybody else. and make our lives more difficult. Follow me at Mikey's Dead. Go to slasherradio.com. Check out all our articles, episodes, interviews, all that shit. Rob's freaking sock collection.
Uh-huh.
You can also check us out on Twitch. I do some gaming on there. That's twitch.tv/slasher radio. I've been slacking a little bit, but I promise. I actually, the other night, guys, got kind of bored, and I was doing some Photoshop work along with the video work for the videos that are going up on YouTube, and I streamed that.
I saw that. I wanted to hop on that stream, but it was during my work intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I had a couple people in there. I mean, it wasn't too active. It was Photoshop and fucking Camtasia, but there were a couple people in there. But it's I don't know. I find as much as I hate doing it, there is a lot of interesting aspects of it. So you never know what I'll be doing on there.
I do. I wish I had seen that so I could get on there and correct you, tell you what you were doing wrong.
Oh yeah, your superior's Photoshop skills. I must bow.
Yeah.
And make sure you check out the videos to these things because, God damn it, if I'm wasting my time, I will kill every one of you. YouTube.com/slasher radio, and that's it for me. So, Rob, where you at?
I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123. You can listen to my other show, This Horror Life, wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
You can find me on Twitter at CatValour, VOLEUR, and don't forget to check out Blood Binge over on YouTube. I write for them. We do cool morality videos for slasher movies.
That's right. You can find Cat coloring, too.
Yeah.
Dude, you should make videos of that. We'll put it on YouTube.
Okay, done.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
All right, guys, come check us out next week. Apparently, Rob has something up his sleeve, and we will be crowning the winner of the Murder Mad, the Slasher Radio
Lord Humphrey Cup.
God damn it. Good night from Slasher Radio. Why is it every time?
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.
Well, I don't have this problem when I record with Ghost. But she's loud, so.
Yeah. I tried to do you a favor, by the way, and I told her to, I guess there's this thing on there that's a volume built into the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And something else, and I told her to turn that bitch down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much it helped will never know.
She wants to go to Camp Crystal Lake with me.
She wants to go somewhere with you?
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought, too.
Oh.
That's what I told her.
Yeah. She's
What's
like,
she been
do you
drinking?
mind? She's like, that sounds like fun. Do you mind if I go? And I was like, that's fine. But, I mean, are we going to have to drive together? Because that seems weird.
Are you actually going?
I don't know. I haven't finalized my plans yet on what I'm going to do because I get my first vaccine shot Monday. And then I don't know when they're going to want to schedule the second one. But yeah, I told Ghost if she goes on that trip, she's going to have to do the shit that I want to do, which means she's going to be hanging out in record stores. And if they're open, like blues and jazz bars, because that's what I do.
She's going to have to do the shit that I want to do. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I told her that. I drink a lot when I travel.
All right. That's fair.
Listen, that doesn't sound like a bad vacation, though. Like, a bar, the record store,
Yeah.
murder weekend.
All right.
Yeah. Although apparently, I guess Camp Crystal Lake is close to where Greg lives. Greg and Amber. So now they're like, you guys should come see us. I'm like,
You know Greg's going to try and give you pizza, right?
yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. Or some fucking peanut butter and cheese sandwich. I mean, I don't mind meeting fucking Greg and Amber, but I don't want to eat that food. And then Amber was like, and there's a haunted road we can go on. I'm like, I don't want to go down no damn haunted road.
Go on the haunted road.
I don't want to go on the haunted road. I told Ghost was excited about it. I was like, Ghost, you can go on the haunted road. I'll be at the hotel bar.
You're already doing a horror thing. Just go on the haunted road.
I'm doing a horror thing, but it's just touring where they shot Friday the 13th.
Make the commit to the spookiness of the weekend.
I don't like that kind of shit.
I love how Rob just wanted to go see Camp Crystal Lake, and now it's like all these people are bothering him.
I know. Yeah, it's like a thing, right?
Poor guy.
Because I was going to go, I wanted to go to Pittsburgh, too, because it's on the way. Because, like, Romero shot a bunch of his, well, most, I don't know if he shot all of them, but most of his movies around there. So there's a lot of locations there that you can visit, and they have a Night of the Living Dead museum there in the Monroeville Mall from Dawn of the Dead. And what else is there? Well, Tom Savini lives there. I know there's a big mural of him someplace.
Wow.
And and I also learned, I didn't know this beforehand, but I learned that apparently they shot a bunch of Silence of the Lambs there. And I guess there's a museum at Carnegie Mellon where they shot the scene where Hannibal's in that, like, big cage.
Ooh.
And they've still got that, like, all set up so you can go see it.
That's pretty cool. Man, I mean, that sounds cool. You're getting bombarded with people bothering you, though. It's the funniest thing to me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had this whole big thing planned at one point, but then I always do this, and I'm like, I got to scale this back. I'm talking about too much time and money, because then I was going to swing down to Red Bank, New Jersey, and check out Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, and then I was going to go to Philly and catch a Flyers game. And I'm like, dude, this is way too much shit. I need to scale this back.
Yeah, damn. Are you getting a private stimulus check or something that I don't know about? What the hell?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I said. I got to scale it back. What it'll turn into is me driving straight to Camp Crystal Lake, sleeping in my car, and then coming home.
Yeah. Poor Ghost. I don't know why she would subject herself to being abused by you in person. Okay.
I told her it was a bad idea, for the record.
Well, at least someone tried to talk.
What the hell, Cat? What? Bad idea.
Oh, God. Here.
Look, listen to me. I am a fucking delight to be around.
You don't want to go on the haunted road?
No, I don't go on no damn haunted road. You can be a delight and still not want to get killed by a spirit.
I don't know.
No, I know. It's her idea. She was like, you mind if I come along? I was like, yeah, but here's what I do. I drink a lot and I go to a bunch of record stores.
It's an odd choice. Okay.
And I try to go to hockey games if I can.
Your Lord. Now you realize you're going to have to explain hockey to Ghost.
No talking to me during the game.
All right.
That's going to be another thing. No talking, no asking questions, no talking to me.
What the? Who doesn't talk during a game, though?
What are you going to do? Watch the game?
Yeah, I don't want to be sitting there explaining the game to her.
You're going to have to.
Do you know how boring hockey games can get in the middle?
Dude, hockey is awesome. It's never boring. At any minute, they could pause the game so dudes can just fight.
That's the best part of hockey.
No other sport does that. In other sports, they try to break up the fights and throw the guys out or whatever. In hockey, there's like, oh, all right, you guys want to fight? Okay.
It's amazing.
Hold on.
The hits in the NFL that they're blocking, which some rightfully so, but they will just allow two dudes to beat the shit out of each other on live television.
It's not only that, dude, but like hockey is, people don't realize how hard hitting it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like those are big dudes and they're on fucking skates,
Yeah. I know nothing, very, very, very little about hockey. I don't watch it. I don't keep up with it, but I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah. Tough dudes too, man.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're,
Yeah, I could barely just skate. Do all that shit.
No, I can't skate at all.
I can get a little momentum going. Very little.
Although I'll tell you what, if I come to New York to visit you, Mikey, we'll go skating at Rockefeller Center. front of a big Christmas tree. That'd be
We're
nice.
gonna hold hands while we do it.
Yeah, be a nice moment for us.
We'll be holding hands, and both our other hands will be on the fucking rail, trying not to fall. Like, oh, this is romantic.
Yeah. Just know if I fall, I am pulling your ass down with me.
Just know if you fall and I don't, I am pulling my phone out and recording you getting your ass up off the ice.
Oh, I guarantee you I'll fall.
God damn, I haven't been skating in so long.
No, me either. It's been a long time. Last time I did it was a fucking train wreck.
You're making me move and stuff. What the hell?
Sorry.
I didn't sign up to move.
I mean, it's fine if I'm the only person that people hear on the podcast. Like,
You sound like fucking Rob. Oh my Jesus. Did you just hear yourself?
Yeah.
My God. Speak of the devil.
Hello.
Hi, Rob.
What's up, guys?
You want to know what Kat just said to me?
What?
She said I was sounding a little low. I said she was sounding a little low. And she actually said to me, if she's the only person that can be heard on the podcast, that's good.
Oh my God.
Who? Oh my God, I can't believe someone would say that. Who's that sound like?
You guys are both a little low on my end.
Really?
Yeah.
Think it could be your volume, maybe?
I have a friend who has listened to a couple episodes of the show. I know you're talking about the normal, like the mid-roll ads and not the sponsored content. But I just,
Right.
while I'm thinking about it, I have a friend who's listened to a couple episodes of the show, and he told me the other day he was really upset that we didn't do a Manscaped ad in the last one because those are his favorite segments.
Dude,
really upset with him. It was like, that is
they're
not what
funny.
this is.
Yeah. I still haven't watched this Friday the 13th video on Blood Binge yet, Kat.
Oh no.
I know. I need to go. I need to
caught
go
it yet.
watch it because I want to yell at you if you get things wrong.
All I do is rank character morality. Like, how much could I possibly have gotten wrong?
I don't know, but you'll find a way.
I will I will say, like, while I was writing it, it was like, what could I slide in here that would make Rob really mad if he watched it?
Wow.
I didn't find anything intentionally, but it was a consideration.
All right. Well,
That is funny. Jada Pinkett?
yeah, I might be real bad at remembering names because I've been drinking. And the longer this show goes, the worse it's probably going to get.
Uh-oh. I think that's a cue to start recording as soon as possible.
No, it's fine.
Great.
I'm going to be due for a refill at some point during the show, too, just so you guys know.
Rob's going to pull a dismay and pass out in the middle of the show.
It's quite possible.
While we're talking about alcohol consumption, I have a bottle of beer. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but you can't see the size of the bottle. No? I have like a wine bottle.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah. I've never
My
bought
dog's
one,
being
but
annoying. I'll be
I have seen those.
The thing is, I bought it like 2 years ago. It's the End of Watch, which was the exclusive Game of Thrones ale. So it must have been sitting on my porch for like, at least a couple of years. I found it, and it's like, I should probably take care of this.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's not bad.
No.
It's got kind of a weird, like, you can really taste the hops, but
I'm not a fan of really hoppy beers.
But like while you're drinking it, it's a little sweet. It's dark. It's not terrible.
I'm a big fan of dark beers, but I don't like really hoppy beers.
That it's my biggest complaint about it, but you know what? It's better than their wine. I also I was collecting the bottles for a while because they all had the like the different dragons on them, and their wines were just god awful.
I'm not much of a wine drinker, so I can't really speak to that.
I was kind of impressed when I opened it up, and it's like, you know what? The beer is not half bad though.
That's good.
I can't get it anymore, so it's just kind of tough luck, I guess. But
I've always wanted to try Dark Lord, but it's so hard to get a bottle.
Dark Lord.
And there's a brewery in northern Indiana called Three Floyds, and once a year they make a stout called the Dark Lord, and it's so popular that the only place you can get it is to buy a ticket to their festival, Dark Lord Days, and go up and go to the festival and get in line and buy your beer. And I've never been able to make it up there for the festival to get a bottle. And then they always sell out, so.
Poor thing.
I know.
I'm drinking Patron.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.